All right, look right above, and we have black, I believe they're black turkey vultures. Oh, wait, what are they? Black vultures have white wingtips. I believe I'm seeing white wingtips on these birds. Can you see them? These are, I believe, black vultures right ahead of me. I don't know if that portends something ominous or not. I guess only the future will tell. It's regrettable sometimes seeing the stump of such a large, once majestic tree. Don't know how old it was. I think these cemetery trees like this often last about 150 or 200 years. So we could probably safely make an assumption that this was about 200 years old when it passed away. Time moves on, and we all eventually meet somewhat of a demise. I'm in Rocky Hill Cemetery in Jonesborough, Tennessee. Jonesborough is purportedly the oldest town in Tennessee. I wanted to show you Rocky Hill Cemetery, which was founded in circa 1800 and was in use until the mid-1900s. Some great gravestones here. Of course, we certainly have our granites. There's one granite right over here, polished granite, and definitely a lot of marble, some limestone. There are a few that I really want to show you. I think this fence with obvious aging, the lichen that inhabits it. It's obviously been around a while. This one's dented. Makes me wonder maybe if the branch from that tree fell across, because I can see an indentation coming from there to here and then to here. It does make me wonder if maybe that tree in its declining years dropped a branch across this fence. I'm enjoying seeing some of these gravestones. J. Franklin Dedrick, who passed away 1884, and his wife, Rebecca L. Williams, passed away in 1857. She died many years before he did. Look at these footstones. Footstones aren't all that common anymore. But even when they were common, you didn't always see them in such a massive state. Those are quite large footstones. Yes, they are. This one has an inscription, JF. Oh, JFD. Okay, it's his initials intertwined with one another. I wanted to read this to you also. Joseph A. Dedrick, our brother, son of David and Margaret Dedrick, born May 12, 1804, died October 18th, 1835. Brave, upright, and kind, steadfast and true in every relation of his life, he commanded the respect of all while living, and has left to relatives and friends pleasant memories of his many virtues and endearing companionship. A member of Christ's fold on earth, we are assured that he hath a place in one of his many mansions above. That someone would write that out and then it would be inscribed on this young man's gravestone. He was 31, it looks like, when he passed away. Right next to it, Mrs. Margaret Anderson Dedrick. So that would have been his mother, and his mother died, let's see, 22 years after her son. I think when I visit cemeteries and I see that, and I know that, well, she buried her son, and now she is buried next to him, and you can almost feel her emotions as she stood right there by that gravesite when her son, after he passed away. Another grave marker that I want to show you, Caroline, wife of James H. Dosser, born August 20th, 1826, died November, and November is abbreviated Novr, November 10th, 1853. A nice crib-style grave. I hope this wind isn't killing my audio. It probably is. I don't know what to do about it. I'll just try to talk over it. But a great floral design, a wreath, floral wreath with a bird's nest. Right here, 3 birds' eggs, and I imagine they're doves because there's a male and female, a breeding pair, a couple of doves guarding their nest. Oh, such ornate design. Look at the fringing. There's another one I want to show you of particular interest here. So sure, here we go. M.S. Mahoney and his wife Margaret. Quite a few Margarets here. Such a popular name in the 1800s. Certainly a pretty name. But I want to show you, I always like it when gravestones give a description of the person's life, of course, but there is some fascination, and it's not, well, I won't defend it, but it is interesting when a gravestone gives an indication or gives the story of how a person passed away, especially if it was of unusual circumstances. And this gravestone is for Cadet William H. Cox. The very top says, "Thus he perished. Midshipman, U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, born October, and October is abbreviated OCT''R, born October 25th, 1855, accidentally drowned near Annapolis, April 14th, 1875, son of James and Sophia E. Cox." And the symbol, the graphic of the gravestone, we can see here. Ouch, I just knelt on a rock. That hurt a little bit. We can see here a overturned wooden boat, lap band, I believe, or lap band, I think is what it's called. Lapboard, not lap band. Lapboard boat, overturned, and there's an oar in the water, and 2 hands reaching for the surface. Can you see that? 2 hands. This young man died when he was, I believe, 20 years old. Do I have that right? Thus he perished at the top. So a young cadet who drowned near Annapolis. Just an interesting a sharing of his story, a sharing of how he passed away and he met his demise. Here's a secret. I want to share this with you. If you ever come here to Rocky Hill Cemetery in Jonesborough, Tennessee, and you come to visit Cadet William H. Cox's gravestone, look at this wonderful tree. This wonderful tree. How old is that tree? It will meet its demise at some point, but if you visit this cemetery and you visit this gravestone, look right next to the gravestone. And here is a secret. Ooh, this is not a geocache, but it's just a letterbox. And if you want to write there's an ink stamp in there, and you can ink stamp and write your name. Maybe write a note. I love little secret caches like that. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of Rocky Hill Cemetery, Jonesborough, Tennessee. The cemetery founded circa 1800 and was in use until the mid-1900s. Jonesborough is the oldest town in Tennessee. Lovely cemetery. I think you will serve yourself well by visiting this cemetery if you are ever near the area. My name is Keith, and I'm fascinated with cemeteries, and I enjoy visiting them all over the world. Thank you for joining me on this tour. You can see more of my tours on my website, thecemeterydetective.com. You can also find me on YouTube and Facebook and all those places. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.